Hello, welcome to Sound Bites. I'm your host, Holly Whitfield. I'm here with Cam Smith, executive sous chef at Hog Hominy, longtime chef at Buzzy Fun Restaurants in Memphis. That's what we're going to talk about today, his time working at some of the most interesting, innovative places in town over the last few years, but also what happened before that and what's next. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be, I said this earlier, like I've been reading the Daily Memphian. I've been, a part, I feel like, of this community for a long time, trying to really understand the food scene in Memphis, and y'all really stay on top of it. So I appreciate being here.
We try. We appreciate that. But first, before we get started, know this is Sound Bites. It's the Daily Memphian's weekly dining podcast. It's a part of our free podcast series with the Daily Memphian. Make sure you don't miss out on any old episodes of this show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Plus, you can hear the newest episodes of Sound Bites every week on Crosstown's radio station, WYXR, Thursdays at 11. If you're listening right now on WYXR, up next, you can hear the Sidebar podcast with our Daily Memphian CEO, Eric Barnes. He's talking to all the folks in town, all up in the arts, the culture, city planning. We've had a lot of great episodes of the Sidebar lately, so make sure you check those out. But let's get back with Cam. If people don't know you, where are you from? Where'd you grow up? How'd you get here?
Well,
all that good stuff.
I'm born and raised in Memphis. I was born out in Whitehaven, and then after my parents got divorced, I ended up out in East Memphis, which I ended up graduating from Southwind. Mm-hmm. All my family, though, on my mom's side is from Meridian, Mississippi. On my dad's side, West Helena, Arkansas. So I've always had this very great connection to the South as far as and to Memphis as understanding it being the middle ground to a lot of, what is, what was, and what's going on. And I think in its core, that's why it's always creeped into me to really love the city, because no matter what's going on, we're part of a lot of, so it's been.
We're a part of the South overall, but also part of the Delta, but also part of the Mid-South.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know about Tennessee, but the rest of it.
Hey, this is a culinary podcast. Right? No.
So professional. I love that. I heard about something. Mm-hmm. I heard about Cam's Cobblers.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Cam's Cobblers, shouts out to it. I always got pushed when I was really young, when I was really falling in love with cooking and just being around, able to feed people. It was super nice. I have a very, very gracious aunt, Cynthia, who's very business forward and, really challenged me to understand the business of food very early on. And my mom, who supported me in that time, she would run around taking me to Litz and Walmart and all these random stores just to find these ingredients. And I learned how to budget, how to build an inventory, how to do all these little small things. It seemed simple as a kid, but I feel like I took it very serious then, just as serious as I take it now, where it's man, what if this gets serious? I have to be real about it. So I took that business pretty serious as a 9-year-old all the way up to 16, 17.
Wow.
And it really did help me, one, understand that, yes, it's routes to it, and you could be an entrepreneur within food, but it's also way more to learn where I can use this as all this money I'm making as a, business and entrepreneur, whatever. Now I can go and live in another city and really, really chase my dreams. And that's sometimes what you need is a little hustle to get somewhere. And I'm glad I learned that lesson real early. But Cam's Cobblers still around. Hit me up.
Do you need a cobbler? Yeah. What are your flavors? Your top flavors?
I mean, the peach and blackberry cobbler during the summers that was the things. I started off with doing all the baby showers or family events from church.
Baby shower food, very important.
For sure. But it started with that, and then it just moved into in general Southern desserts, because that's what I started baking with my grandmama, and being a straight up just a fat kid. I love sweets. Mm-hmm. I mean fat. I would put sweets together with caramel cake that was sitting on the counter for a couple of days, and then a banana bread in the morning. Mm-hmm. All together for breakfast, and that's something that when you really, really just going for it, you're gonna figure out how to bake a cake if you really got the hankering for it. So
yes.
That's really why I kind of stuck with it at first, because I was just like, man, I want to eat all of it all the time.
You need to taste it, yes.
Yeah.
So is that really just how you got started? Is cooking with your family, cooking those desserts?
Exactly.
How did it go from there? Was there one thing that you made when you were young that you were like, oh, I'm about to do this for my career for now?
I think for me, when I really took it serious, my first kitchen job was at Memphis Polo and Hunt Club under Chef Kevin Shakinsey, who is a family friend, a brother-in-law of a family friend, like random connection.
That's Memphis though.
But that was through Mississippi. Like that was, this is somebody who grew up in the projects with my mama way back when. But anyways, I ended up working with him and being at that country club, realizing like, it's one thing to be understanding the difference between what I thought was affluence and like making a career. I when I was young, I put those two like as the same thing, but the way I looked at it then is the kind of the way I look at it now, where this is a career, and no matter what money I make or what little money I make, I'm still going to be in love with it. And that's that's my baseline. Like sad, mad, happy, I'm still going to be in love with food and cooking in a way that I think that I have to keep on like stewarding that to show that appreciation for love, not even just food, but like being able to love something, which is, really powerful. And I talk to these chef restaurant owners that have been in the industry for 30 plus years, like, and they got a family. They got it's intimidating. And it's something where if I can hold fast to that, I really feel proud of whatever product I put out,
So you said that you left. You left Memphis. Where'd you go?
Nashville. I went to the Art Institute up there, and then I immediately started working. My first 3 weeks I got a job at this place, Josephine's on 12 South, under Chef Andy Little. And interesting enough, I didn't know this until a couple months in, but the two sous chefs, Chef Marcus Rhodes and Simone Kinwebe, they're both from Memphis. They were both just so happened to be from Memphis, and that them being my first like leaders in a kitchen in a new city was so groundbreaking as well, because I was able to middleman my emotions a lot, and that like having that kind of mentorship where, hey, you're not wrong. That dude did play you, but this is how you can like grow within yourself to handle certain situations, even when in those situations it is the most stressful. Especially, obviously, we're talking about kitchens, to be able to control and accurately use your emotions to say what you need to say, and not just like fly off the wall, which sometimes you need to. I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong, but when you're trying to be a professional,
come to Jesus says there's a place and time.
Yeah, it's a place and time. Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, being young and being in that kitchen was really, really great. And I went on and worked around with Henrietta Red, which was a restaurant up there under Chef Julia Sullivan.
I've heard so much about it. I've never made a pilgrimage.
It is definitely worth the trip, I believe. It's an oyster bar concept, and being that we're in Tennessee and I grew up in Tennessee, it's a landlocked state, and our relationship with seafood is fickle, to say the least, I think. So it was very, very eye opening being around such a great opening team. And
so you helped open it.
I got on like 6 months after. And it was a funny story. I met her working the Food and Wine Festival in Nashville, like my first year through the school, and she thought I was like, we were talking about this earlier about my age. She thought I was like 30 or something. I'm like 18.
Yes.
But she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up this restaurant and I'm be hitting you up. And I just thought she was just talking, but
nice.
Yeah, she really followed through and like the timing that just all happened. And it was really, really, really great. And being a part of that restaurant and seeing the bigger picture with what is now like, I think that one of the best, restaurant groups in Tennessee, Strategic Hospitality, and how they operate, and really being able to ask questions that I didn't know I needed to ask, or like being directed in a way that like, I felt like I really grew a lot as a person and a chef there. And it really, really, really opened up my eyes. And then COVID hit.
Yep.
And I ended up, I got let go, had to vamoose in the end.
Yes.
Ended up going
like a lot of people. Yeah.
Helped open up this place again, Eastside Banh Mi, which I was very, very excited about because I was able to be a bread baker.
Yes.
And
you've not really been into the bread side of it yet. It's cakes, and now you're going into bread.
All desserts, all sweets.
It's interesting that 2020 pandemic, but you're actually following the trend that everybody was doing, learning how to bake bread at home when you're at Eastside.
Yeah.
Banh Mi.
Yeah.
You weren't at home. You were at work. What was that like?
It was very, very interesting. Again, it was I kind of got stuck to the idea of helping open up restaurants just to see the process. I'm addicted to seeing the process of growing a restaurant. It's just so amazing to see. But also the R&D and like figuring out that bread recipe and understanding the characteristics, between, humidity and the temperature outside, and going through that full year of seeing that process and how, and I'm writing diligent notes every day on differences on like temperature of the bread dough to the walls of the oven and the airflow in the oven. And it was always something so different, but I was able to learn what changes things and how certain aspects changes bread. And like, I don't think a lot of chefs are able to take that time, to really learn bread. And it's a skill. And I got so much more to learn. Like even right now we got focaccia, cheesy bread on the menu at Hog. And it is a daily struggle of really trying to perfect that focaccia and make it really, really nice all the time.
I tried to make focaccia once, and it was out of just a box. Mm-hmm. It was like a box kit somebody gave me. And I think it was, what happened? Because I think it was old, and it like didn't raise. And then I was like, well, if I cut this into bricks, I could build a house with it. That's how it ended up. It was very hard.
That's how you make croutons, though. You know what I mean?
I think it was too, not even, what do they say on the Bake Off? Claggy? It was like, it just wasn't right.
You big, what's the name? The Great British Bake Off. You mentioned it in I think 2 other episodes. Yeah.
I know. I can't help it. It just keeps coming up.
I don't blame you. Sure.
But thank you for listening. Okay, so after Eastside, right?
Eastside Banh Mi.
Love Banh Mi.
Right. Also, next? Best Banh Mi, best sandwich in Nashville. I'll say it.
And they're still going strong.
Oh yeah, still going strong. Hit them up.
Okay,
for sure.
I'm writing it down. What next?
So was Eastside Banh Mi. I actually skipped this spot too. I'm thinking about it because I was working a part-time job at this Middle Eastern spot called Lyra, which is casual fine dining. Learned so much about the history of food and how, like, a lot of it has gotten whitewashed, but then the idea of like being like expounding on Lebanese food and what that meant to Chef Araklin. And like, for me as a Southern man, like I have the American South, but then there's this whole African diaspora that I have no culinary way to really dive into it outside of, social media and technology now. But where's how do you physically learn those kind of things outside of going to the restaurants and learning about the spices? And it was a part-time job, but it was something more like to learn about how to use spices and how like the understanding of like how the food history has shaped what it is in a way. Because I love the idea of understanding what was to, understand what's coming next. And I think food industry, you have to kind of stay ahead in that way. But
yes.
But yeah, so I was at Lyra in the Eastside Banh Mi, and that's when I decided to move back to Memphis because I realized like if I were to really want to open up a restaurant or a food concept in any kind of way, one is going to be in Memphis.
Yeah.
Not because it has to be or it makes the most sense, because if I want to going back to like show what love feels like and like really be able to spread that love that I have for food, I know no more people that deserve that than folks from Memphis. You talk to people from here, and we're full of love, and I think showing it is always something that like I think we struggle with in some ways, or being very reserved about it. But I got love for everybody in a real way that I'm just, it makes me ecstatic to see the food scene grow to what it is. Like, and since I've moved back, I've been like on purpose trying to understand, what's driving the folks to come out and eat, you know, because
that's the big question right now.
Right. Like I'll cook at home, but I know how to cook professionally. Like I'm so far gone from cooking at home that I may be cooking home twice a month, 3 times a month, to be quite
understandable.
frank. Yeah,
understandable.
Like, it is tough, but I know it's people that's cooking every day. Or what makes something a treat now versus what was to me a Carrabba's, right?
Yes.
Like now we got so many corporate restaurants.
I went to Red Lobster for my high school graduation.
Right.
Like it was the fanciest place I could think of. Not in Memphis.
But how do we make local spots the special moments, you know, and the special memories that a lot of the people that's growing up now like will reach out and go to. Like I think like a Good Fortune right now is like a great example of that, where, you know, they opened up something where it's not just special, but you can go there 3-4 times a week, pretty and feel good about it. You know, if it, like, it is a good dining experience, but also it can be special enough where once a year it's just like, man, I can't wait to
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So you came back to Memphis, and did you go straight to help open Cameo, or how did you get connected as the chef at Cameo?
So, a couple of things.
Yes.
When I first moved back to Memphis, I moved back to help the Memphis Polo and Hunt Club kind of, I think, reorganize and refresh the menu a little bit. Chef Kevin was still there, and it was a very great opportunity. And I took that, and
I love these names.
Kevin Shikinsi.
Well, Polo and Hunt Club, and like the names of some of these neighborhoods, like Polo Club Estates. Like, what is that? But it's tradition. It's fine.
It's all tradition. I ain't seen nobody ride no horse over there the whole time I was there. So
disappointing. They should work on that.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we'll get on it.
But
you went back. You helped the revamp.
Yeah, quick little revamp, and then after that, I actually had a friend, Chef Philip Dwayne. He had reached out about a kitchen manager position at the Weekend Club downtown South Main, and I was interested because, again, I moved back on purpose to figure out the food scene, and with that, you kind of need the full scope of what's popping, what's not,
So this is kind of a late night spot.
For sure.
South Main, I think, closed now recently.
It's recently closed. And
the Memphis location. I know there's other locations.
Yeah, they have a location in Nashville, which is also why I was interested, because I'm familiar with the Weekend in Nashville, and I was like, all right, it's reputable business. Like, let's do it. Let's run it. Went there, had a good time. I quickly realized that I cannot do the late night scene like that. I'm too lame. Like in my own words, I can't keep up. And y'all got it. You know, I'm 24 at that time, and my body, I don't know, the kitchen ages you like dog's years, where I'm like, man,
I've never heard that before.
I'm a 38-year-old man. I'm trying to what, like, stay up to 3? Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So, but
maybe you're just an early bird.
Maybe. No, it was again, it was a great time, a really great like learning experience. And then being on South Main, that's where I got introduced to Catherine and Mary's, though. Yes. And seeing that restaurant, and obviously I got the big windows and right on the line, and with that I could really see actually how the past was being ran and what each station really was. So I would like go down there and watch service to really see if I was interested in. Man, nonstop, I was like, yeah, that's a real kitchen right there. So I applied and got the job there. And after I was in the Andrew Michael family, you know, and it was cool though. I had a really great chef, Trey Williams, really great team there, and being on South Main again, the Pontotoc was looking for a new chef. They were revamping their menu and trying to reorganize the whole business in a sense, because they were remodeling the upstairs, and there was a lot of things going on. And that did not work out, unfortunately, because of some funny business with the owners, I believe. But
stuff that didn't have anything to do with you. Sometimes the upstairs paperwork doesn't work out.
Yeah. And with that, I went back to Catherine and Mary's, and I think it was maybe like 6 or 7 months. And I would stop by Cameo, on my way home, kind of just decompress real quick or whatever.
It's a good spot for that.
Exactly. It's open. It's like I knew it would be open until 2, when you get out of kitchens at 12:31, it's kind of tough to get somewhere where you can just kind of chill and not feel like you out and about, which was Cameo. So it became like frequented that spot, and same thing, kitchen manager position kind of opened up, and I applied, and we interviewed with Paul and Mary and Mackenzie at the time, and I think I just understood what they really wanted out of that kitchen, and what that kitchen could really offer. And with that, we kind of were able to really work together and meet in the middle as far as like what it looks like to really feed people decent food, all the time. And in such a small space, you really have to manipulate some things. We got blessed with a vent hood, so we could start working those burgers and dogs and do all these.
I ate one yesterday. I'm not joking. Oh, word? I went and had one with a smashburger.
It is my pride and joy. I'm so glad like so many people enjoy the burger at Cameo, because we put some thought into it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's just a smash burger, but it's like, hell yeah, it's such a decent burger. And anyways, I love to see people just like talk about it all the time. Like, yeah.
Now, were you involved in the Reuben?
No,
at the beginning.
That's actually Cody. That's okay. I'm going blank on his last name, but he's also a cook over at Hard Times right now.
Yeah,
he was a kitchen manager before me. That is his baby. That collard green sauerkraut situation. Boswell. There we go. Cody Boswell.
Natalie Van Gundy jumps in to tell us it's Cody Boswell who was doing the Reuben. I did love that sandwich too.
It is. It was a good one, and we had the pastrami from Buster's Butcher. Like you can't go wrong.
What else did you make there at Cameo?
So the fun thing was the flatbread like pizzas or whatever.
Yes,
I could go crazy. Like we had like this obviously everybody grew up on Taco Bell, and like the Mexican pizza that they had on that menu, and it's a reason why it works. You got meat, like you got fat. You got cheese, you got lightness from the lettuce, acidity from sour cream and tomato.
But it's also the texture, the crunch.
It's where it's at. But also the people really loved our gumbo. That was one, I'm not saying I like make a bad gumbo, but I just wasn't expecting like people to be requesting it like how they were, because it was a special that we ran once a week. But that would seem to be the one. Like people really, really love the gumbo there. But
do you think that sometimes, and you're describing like the vibe of Cameo, it's you're out and about and they're open till 2 and they have a variety of drinks. Like you want to get a mocktail? That's great. You want to get a frozen drink really fast off like the tap? That's great. Do you want to have like a falernum, something another with 20 ingredients? They can do all that. Beer, fine. But it's a chill place. It's not necessarily like, well, they were doing karaoke sometimes, but it's not going too crazy. So you can get in there after shift and you're fine. You're not getting into the like, Cam, I'm tired territory. But at that time, I feel like you also need something filling that's good to eat. And you don't really want to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And someone says gumbo. I'm like, that might hit right. At the right moment, a little cup of gumbo might actually just be the thing. It's not what bars are serving. Yeah. But maybe they should be.
And at the time, it was this was winter too. And I mean, I can definitely see myself going to a bar, like a quiet little bar.
Yes.
Y'all got wait. Y'all got gumbo? Run it.
Yes.
Run it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I feel like that was the moment. And they also had a series of dinners that I guess they're still doing the fancy drinks party time or fancy dinner series. Tell me about your fancy dinner. And then I want to talk about Hog Hominy, where you're at now. But your fancy dinner, Cameo.
Yeah, my fancy dinner, Cameo. So I'm not going to lie, they do all kind of blend together because it's all collaborative and working with other chefs.
Sure.
But my specific one, I'm going to be quite frank, I couldn't tell you a single dish off the top of my head.
What was the experience like?
But it was great. It was really, really wonderful. Like I've always been like the, sous chef or a helping hand on like a lot of dinners and guest chef collaborative situations across all the restaurants I've been with. But like, it's something about being able to cook like your food and tell your story, in an unapologetic way that was really, really nice with Cameo's fancy dinner. And in the same way, like it was the first time where like I'm working somewhere and I'm actually with the guests, and I'm like, able
You're out
to see like folks, and they are able to talk to me and all of this, and to see the support like that I got. I was like, wait, what? What's up?
Yeah.
I didn't know, so, and because I'm not somebody who, like, I'm not doing this to, like, I don't make good food to, like, be cool. And,
right.
like,
be seen. Yeah.
And
you're back of the house, right? That's typically what you think. You're in the back. But in this moment, you got a chance. So.
Got a chance, yeah. And I don't know. I got a cool story. And I think, again, being able to share that love, like, that's what it all come back to. And I think more people need to just hear and feel that within their food, And that fancy dinner really gave a great space for it. And gave me confidence, a lot of confidence as far as, like, my leadership skills or my in general thought process when it comes to operating and making things happen.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now you're at Hog Hominy. What is your day like? Is there a typical day that you have? Is it Hog Hominy as part of the AM Eats Michael Hudman, Andy Ticer? We always try to do it the other way over here. Part of their family of restaurants right around the corner from where we are now in Clark Tower. But what do you do? What do you do there?
So I'm the executive sous chef.
Yes.
And it's my first time in a role like this. Again, another very eye-opening experience. But
the place is lit.
It is
busy.
It is a beast, like, to say the least. And, like, my day-to-day, being my position, I think I really fill in gaps. I try to make sure that, the head chef, shouts out CK. If y'all know, like, CK is the GOAT over there. And
yes.
I work really, really closely with him to make sure that we're running that whole system as cleanly and as efficiently as possible. So with that, like, my day to day, it literally changes day to day. I fill in the holes. I make sure that if we're down, if we're up, whatever, the ball is rolling. I equate it. I tell my team a lot. Like, I look at restaurants like as a ship. We're in a ship. We're not on deck. We're all the oars. We're pushing this, and I'm sitting right there with you. I'm right there with you. Somebody might get tired. Somebody might not be able to go as fast, but like we're still moving, and we have to keep pushing the ship, forward. And with that, that's basically my day to day. It's just like trying to really push the team.
That's a challenging position to be in.
Yeah,
but so important.
But it's needed. I mean, I've had, again, like, really, really, all these restaurants I've named that I've been at, the sous chefs, the executive sous, and again, not knocking the head chef, but it's like the head chef got things to worry about. Those are folks that's like, I need to lean on you,
Yes.
and to be there for folks is very new to me, and I kind of been taking my time in my career to be able to be there for people, and be there for myself, because you can't do that if you're not there for yourself in a way.
You gotta take care of yourself. Yep.
And it's just been a really nice experience, just like being there for folks and like being able to do that, because the team we got right now is so solid. Like I say this all the time, how proud I am of, like, all the food and, like, the products that we put out, because, like, I mean, it's like we said, it's a beast of a restaurant. It's a lot of moving parts of, like, dishes right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
For
Food.
sure. Right now, the one that I'm really excited about is the asparagus dish. Being in the spring, obviously asparagus time. It's about to come off the menu, hopefully in the next, month or so. When we come out of the season, we got some exciting stuff planned for it. But it has a sunchoke and miso puree on the bottom. We throw the asparagus in our wood fire oven, roast it, char it, super hot, super fast, until it's just tender. And we take it out, toss in a little bit of salsa verde, lime juice, and plate that. And we make sunchoke chips.
Yes.
And toss that in like an almond chili crisps that we make in house. And that is just like one of those like super nice dishes where for me, it highlights the vegetable, which I think is so important when you have the space as like a restaurant like Hog, where you can come and get a burger and a dog and a pizza, have a great time, be, seasonal or whatever. But we have these vegetable dishes that we really, 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 really put a lot of effort and thought into, because, you have to highlight these vegetables, because we're in a tri-state agricultural center of what is the South. So anyways, that dish, is super, super nice. I mentioned the cheesy bread earlier.
Yeah.
It is a pain to handle. Like it is a daily.
It's a focaccia.
Yeah, it's a stuff. So we have 4 cheeses. We stuff with that. And then top it with a little bit of shaved garlic, some lemon conserva, which is preserved lemon. Then a little bit of did I say garlic already? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. We have a cacio
more
pepe.
Garlic.
yeah, more garlic, roasted garlic. No. We have a cacio pepe seasoning, which is named after the pasta.
Nice.
So actually more garlic. It has like dehydrated garlic in it, and a little bit of parsley. And it gets served with a pancetta sugo. So it's like garlic bread, garlic cheesy bread on steroids, and you really, really, really can't go wrong.
Garlic maxing. That's what they're doing.
All
garlic
right.
maxing.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I think so.
All right, bet.
There's something maxing, like
Right.
whatever maxing.
I'll
maxing.
get hip one day. I swear. But
you don't need it. You're good. You're already hip. Those all sound delicious. I have a couple rapid fire questions to ask. But first, you're a not so secret actor. I'm just going to tell you that because I have seen your Instagram video, Saddest Dinner Ever. Number 1, are you okay? Number 2, tell me about this video because it basically made me cry, not in a bad way. It was very touching. And I saw some of the comments on it that were similar. It was just the way you kind of captured this moment. Yeah.
Well, so I have a buddy, Marcus. He is a videographer and photographer, and we grew up together, went to South Wind together. And, I ran into him one day and we were just talking about, what we do, and we were catching up. And I was like, man, if you ever need a subject, I'll work with you. I love the arts. I love visual arts for one, but I'm really into like painting and like sketching and all that good stuff. But he hit me up out the blue, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
This is his whole idea is he has a directorial mind where he just was wanting to
this vignette, this scene of
of the loneliest dinner, because he knows how much I work. Like he always has seen me cook. Like, and most people, if you know me, you know I cook. I don't think it's people out there in the world that don't know the two, but that's kind of how he is with filming and whatnot. So I was just happy to be the subject, and I cooked a dinner, and he just directed it. And again, it was just a fun art project, I guess I could say. And I'm really trying to get myself into like understanding that world of everything, because I think I have a good grasp of the food thing, but like as I'm getting older, I'm definitely trying to get into maybe more of an artistic, vision of what I'm looking at, and being able to look at food in more of an artistic sense, because I'm a very visceral and tactile person.
Yes.
But I do think, in the whimsical, way of like what if, and like a very abstract way of like everything doesn't have to be.
You can break the rules.
Yeah, you can change it up a little bit.
Well, we'll embed that video from your Instagram, if it's okay with you, at dailymemphian.com. We have a little story that goes with this podcast. People can watch for themselves. You might need a tissue. But I'm no expert, but you seem like a natural on camera. Okay, here are my super quick questions. You don't leave places on bad terms.
Correct.
Like one sentence answer. Why has that been important to you?
For what? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't do anything. I think if you really want to take a career seriously, you can burn a bridge, but you won't leave a job in a bad way. Like you can not professionally, do anything with a person, but I go back to my early training just on what it looks like to be professional. It's just you have to respect the job for what it is, which is you're going to got. You're working. What are we talking about? And I don't think a lot of people really take that in stride, or like really want to just, hey, I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in. And that's what most folks act for. That's what I mean about leaving on a good term.
You don't wait till it gets so bad that you have to run out the door.
Exactly. Or I'm doing less of a job because I'm kind of hey, I'm gone. So once I'm over it, I'm out. See you.
Yeah.
But in that, it's like the restaurant or the job might not have even done anything wrong. I got personal things going on. Maybe I need a change of pace or whatever it might be, because I know it happens. Like, but I just don't. I really don't enjoy that feeling in the restaurant industry where you don't have the option of learning and growing within it. And
you never know when it's going to come back around. You may want to work with somebody
oh my God, yeah.
again, or
you
just
know,
say hi to them and you don't have to work with them again.
And you working in a random city somewhere and like, you know, oh man, they got it.
Yeah.
Did X, Y, and Z. I've seen it happen. I've seen it stop careers later on down the line too. And I've never wanted that for myself.
Try to stay above that.
Yeah, for sure.
You mentioned that you don't cook at home a lot. Totally makes sense. Where are you going out? I need some like good recommendations, like 2 or 3 solid places that you like to go or get takeout from, or
so
where people need to learn about.
On my off day, I do have a routine.
Perfect.
I like to go to a park, somewhere outside and eat like lunch when I first wake up, or like just enjoy the day. I usually hit up Zam Zams.
I love Zam Zams.
Over on Hex Cross Southeast, near the house. And
that's one we haven't heard in a while. I love that.
And I've been going there probably. I mean, I think me and the homie Jose, we were probably like the first 5 customers when they opened up, just because it was by the house, you know. But like the guy who runs it, the chef who runs it, he really has put in a lot of work. He's been there the whole time. And the staff retention there is great. People really enjoy working there, and they recently revamped the menu, and like I just have loved seeing the growth and the consistent quality that they have there. But also like it's next to a smoothie shop. So I'll go get a little smoothie. I'm outside and there we go. But my next recommendation right now, I feel like I've been eating at, I think Queen of Sheba is probably my number 2 for sure. I've been recently going there a lot lately.
And that's on summer.
Yep, over there on summer. I got a great butcher shop, butcher shop next door. That when I do events and different kind of things, I try to shop almost strictly in international markets around town, just because I think the quality is a little bit better, and some of the vegetable like options are, I mean, amazing.
Yeah,
like, straight from the farm, you can really tell. And then my other spot, if I'm really going out there for real, no, the Lobbyist.
Yeah,
the Lobbyist is like the spot right now where like I'm gonna go and get some food, and I mean I don't think they had a dish anymore, but they had this sweet potato that I would literally got maybe like once a week for a while. It was so good. What did I have last time? I had this okra dish they got right now. It's pretty amazing. What was on it?
Good stuff.
When I'm saying I'm at dinner, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm not saying I don't care what's on it, but like I trust when I go to these restaurants, and I'm not a picky eater in no shape, way, or form. Still certified fat boy, you know. So
you're just having a good time.
I'm just having a good time.
And they're another place that really elevates a vegetable.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm not a vegetarian at all, but it's like I do appreciate a good vegetable because, you know, I still might go grab some chicken tenders later. Yeah. You know, I don't care how good of a chef or whatever.
You contain multitudes. You can have it all.
Layers. Right?
Layers. That is all the time we have, sadly. We'll have to have you come on again and talk more about where you like to go. Maybe you'll discover some new places. I have really appreciated hearing your story, hearing you share like your journey of leaving Memphis, coming back to Memphis, and the way that all those experiences come together. This is Cam Smith, chef, executive sous chef at Hog Hominy right now. Aspiring actor, artist, who knows what other hidden talents this man has. You can tune into this podcast, Sound Bites, with me, Holly Whitfield, on WYXR Radio every Thursday at 11, or you can listen wherever you get your podcasts, Apple or Spotify, or you can listen at dailymemphian.com. Cam, thank you so much.
My pleasure. For real.
For real. Goodbye.